Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone's doing good. So a couple of you have requested for me to do a tutorial on how I contour my face, which I really don't do anything special, but I guess if you aren't a big person on contouring, or if you've never done it before, it can seem a little bit daunting. So I'm actually gonna show how I contour, highlight, and bake my face. I figured I would make it like a 3-in-1 video, just kind of get it all out in one shebang. If you haven't already, just go ahead and please subscribe to my channel. And at the end of this video, if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up, and I'm just going to kind of jump right into it. So I do have eye makeup on right now. It's very little. It's basically just some bronzer on my lids, and I do have mascara on. I don't have any eyeliner or anything. It's Sunday. I've been lazy, and I just didn't feel like doing like a crazy thing. Plus, I'm going to do a live on Facebook tonight, and so I would have to wash it all off anyways. As you can see, I am still broke out AF on my chin. It is getting a little bit better. I used a new toner, aqua glycolic, and I've also been using like a baking soda based cleanser, and it does seem to be helping. This side has gotten a lot better. I think this is just here to stay. I don't know. I don't think it's really going to go anywhere ever. I think I'm stuck with it. It's just part of my face now. So I don't know, we'll have to see. I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing and see if that works. So for foundation today, I am going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills. I do feel like this gives me a nice coverage. It makes it easy for me to contour. So what I'm just going to do, I'm just going to go in and I'm just going to draw this on my face, and then I am going to go in with a blender and blend it out. I've been using this a lot lately. I feel like it looks really light when you first put it on like this, like I look like a maniac, but it does blend out nicely, and it will actually be really easy for me to show you like the contour, because it is slightly lighter than my skin because I've been tanning. So actually, my skin's a lot tanner than I thought it was. This foundation, I don't know if I'll repurchase this foundation when I'm done with it. I like it. It's just, I feel like it's more difficult to use. It definitely, I'm glad that I got the shade that I did, because you're going to see that this is going to oxidize like crazy. It does, it oxidizes more than any foundation I've ever used. So if this is a product that you are thinking about getting, definitely get a shade lighter, because after you put it on and put everything else on, the color changes. I mean, I can already see it starting to oxidize on my forehead. It definitely, even more than like some drugstore foundations that I've used. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the concealer, because I am going to bake my face, and that does take time. So because I am insanely broken out on my chin, I'm going to go in. This is the Instant Age Rewind Treatment Concealer. Has goji berry and haloxyl in it. I just got this. I heard really good reviews on it, and for a drugstore foundation, like when I'm in a pinch, Colourpop is my ride or die. Like Colourpop is my go-to, hands down, no doubt, always will be. But sometimes I run out, and sometimes their shipping is not the fastest. So in between, I use drugstore foundation. You guys know also that I've been a fan of the Maybelline. I didn't bring that one with me. But this just is easy. I like the applicator. I like everything about it. So that's what I've been using. So this Colourpop concealer is actually 2 shades lighter than my normal concealer. And I use this to go in, and it helps highlight. I feel like it just makes it easier because it's lighter. I don't have to put, you know, it just looks like more of a natural highlight. So I go like that, and then I'm going to go like this. And I'm going to do it right here. And I'm also going to do a little X down on my chin. And I love to do my concealer with a damp beauty blender. This is probably like, it's filthy, 4 times the size of what it normally is when it's dry. I just feel like it makes the concealer blend in better. So once I'm done with this, I'm gonna set everything with a banana powder, and then I am going to bake it, and I'll explain why people bake their foundation for those who don't know while I'm doing it. Okay, so this set I got at Marshall's a while ago, and I paid $5.99 for it. It's the Profusion Glitter and Glam Contour Makeup Case, and I love this. I don't know what I'm going to do when it's gone. I'm going to be so sad. I'm not even going to think about that right now. But what I am going to do is I'm going to take my e.l.f., and this is just a powder brush, and I'm going to go into this banana color right here, and that's what I'm going to set underneath my eyes with. And I'm going to pat that in. I'm not going to let it sit. I am going to pat it in. Okay. And normally the parts of that I bake under my eyes, and lately I've been doing my chin because of the acne. I'm just gonna dampen this beauty blender with this Milani Make It Last setting spray. And the powder that I have been using is the Makeup Revolution Luxury Baking Powder, and I have it in Ghost. It's just a white powder, and it works fantastic. I've had no issues with it whatsoever. So I am going to use my damp beauty blender to go in and just put this right under my eyes. And I'm going to do that on both eyes. And I know everybody's always like, your damp beauty blender, you know, like freak out, like water and powder, you know, the two don't mix, but this is not soaked. This is damp. And all it does is help pick up the product enough to have it sit nicely on my face. I'm going to give it, you know, 5 minutes or so, and it's really just going to wipe right off. And I'm also going to go ahead and just do this right here with the same thing. I'm going to cover those blemishes, and that's just going to, it's going to solidify the foundation and the concealer. So the reason why they call it baking is because I did a little research on this because I was curious. So our body temperature is 98.6 degrees. When you put the powder on your face, it creates a barrier between your skin and the powder, and the concealer and the foundation that's in between that literally cooks on your face at 98.6 degrees. And it makes it so that the makeup just does not move anywhere. This is good to do if you have makeup that you need to have on in a long term, like a, you know, like a whole day, like a wedding or something like that. This is good to do. It's good to do when it's really, really hot out. If you don't want your makeup to melt. I look fantastic, don't I? This is like, it is so weird. Anyway, so if it's really, really hot out, you don't want your face to melt off, you could do this, and it will set your foundation and make it stay permanently. So I am going to give this about 5 minutes, and when I come back, we will go ahead and do a little bit of contouring, and then I'll remove this and we'll do blush and highlighter, and then I'm going to show you how I use the powder to soften the lines of my contouring. So I'll see you in about 5. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of wipe this off. And you can see that my chin is not affected. It doesn't look any different. It's not white. It's not lighter. It's just And you'll also be able to tell that my under eyes, there's no creases. I mean, they look fairly good. This is not an expensive setting powder, so you can expect maybe a little. If your eyes normally crease, you can expect a little bit of creasing, but it's not noticeable unless I get all up in your face. All right, so I'm just gonna blend that out, and that's done. So I'm gonna use this same brush right here. Nope. So I'm gonna use my BH Cosmetics 110 brush. It's an angled blending brush. And I am, again, gonna go into my Glitter and Glow palette, and I am gonna take this color right here, which is Walnut, and I'm just gonna tap my brush in it. And I usually, I used to go like right from the middle of my ear down to my face, but I've been starting to go a little bit higher at the top, and instead of curving under, I'm just doing a straight cut, just a straight line down my face. So that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do with this. So I'm starting at the top of my ear, sort of, and I'm just coming down in a straight line, just like that. And I know that looks sharp, but we're gonna blend that all out, so no panicking. And I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. I'm gonna start at the top of my ear, and I'm just gonna come, and you can see like my natural kind of contour is right there. And so that's where I kind of go in with it. And then I'm gonna take this brush right here. This is my Aesthetica P12. I just got this in my, what bag did I just get? BoxyCharm. So I just got it in that, and I'm just gonna go ahead and blend it out. And it's okay if I go a little bit, sometimes I go a little bit too long. I have a hard time, I don't realize where I can stop, but you can fix all that super easily with powder as well. And I'm going to show you guys how I do that. So this is this brush, if you're going to use powder with your makeup, if you're going to bake, or if you're going to do what I'm going to do right now to kind of clean up my creases, this Morphe M459 is incredible. So I'm just going to stick this brush right into the powder, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to stamp it right along this line. And it's really going to soften up those edges. Instead of seeing like a big harsh line of contour there, it's going to blend almost seamlessly. And you can do this. You don't have to use this kind of powder. You could use, if you have any kind of translucent powder, you could do it with. It doesn't have to be like the makeup, like a specific baking powder. This one says, for baking, but regular translucent powder, I think, is probably the same thing, whatever. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave that there for a few minutes. And I'm going to go in with my blush, and today I'm going to use the Maybelline New York Fit Me color, and it is in the color Pink Rose. And I'm just going to use this Real Techniques brush, and I'm going to go in just a little bit below the balls of my cheeks, because I've actually been using like a different highlighting structure. So I'm not going to put this blush right on my cheeks. It's literally right below the balls of my cheeks right there, and that's where I'm gonna drop it. It didn't break though. It didn't break like I thought that it would, and it wasn't a brush like I usually drop. So win right there. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with that Aesthetica brush again, and I'm going to brush off that line of powder, and just kind of make sure that everything's blended. So there we go. All right, and then I'm gonna go in with the lighter color. Now I have kind of a small forehead. If you have a big forehead, you really want to contour like around the edges a lot. I'm gonna use the lighter powder on this palette, which is called Honey, and I am going to go around my edge, but I'm going to keep it close to my hairline. I don't want to make my forehead too small. I don't want to look like I have no forehead. So I am going to just go in with the lighter color, and I'm going to stay very close to my hairline, and I'm just going to blend that out right with the brush that I went in with. So I want to keep all of this as like bare, or else my forehead is just going to look weird, and I'm going to look like an Oompa Loompa if I put too much of that color on me. Okay. So I'm contoured and I am blushed, and now I'm going to go in with highlighter. This is the Ipsy B36 tapered highlight brush. I love this brush for highlight, and this is the Pure Cosmetics sculptor palette that I just got in my BoxyCharm, and I have been really digging this one right here. This is the Originator, and I'm just going to go in, and I have been just contouring right on the balls of my cheeks, which is why I didn't put any blush on there, and I put it more over in this area, because I feel like when I smile, it looks better. I don't know. I like the contour. I think Jaclyn Hill did it in one of her videos, and when I saw it, I was like, wow, that looks really, really beautiful. So I started doing it, and I actually like it. I don't have like really pronounced cheekbones, so I feel like by highlighting it and, you know, drawing attention to it, it makes my cheekbones look bigger. I don't know if that's just in my head or if that's an actual thing, but that's my reason for doing it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just add a little bit of highlight right there, and you can see the shimmer, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and do a little bit on the tip of my nose, and I'm gonna do a little bit right above my lip, and that's it. That's all I do. As far as my face goes, I do have an Urban Decay setting powder that I have been using, you know, just a face powder, and that I'm in love with, and when it goes away, I'm going to be really, really sad, because I'm almost hit pan on it, but I will just tap that in all over my face to kind of set everything, and that's all I do for my contouring. So it's not like a big thing, but it does make a difference. If I put a before and after picture, which I probably should have done, but I just thought of it right now, you would realize the difference in the way my face, the structure of my face looks because of this and the stuff on my forehead. Sometimes I'll do the sides of my nose as well. I don't always do it. I broke my nose a long time ago, and it is a little crooked. There's just nothing I can do about that. I just have a crooked nose, and that's it. And it's always going to be crooked, so I just deal with it. But sometimes I will contour it. It depends on how I feel. So that's it. Don't forget to follow me on all my social media. I can try and link it down around here or here somewhere. I never know where it's going to pop up with my program that I use. But it's the same for both Twitter and for Instagram. It's Amanda MCG 1781. And I will be seeing you guys shortly. I have one of those influencer box coming in, so I'm going to do an unboxing on that for you guys. And I hope you guys have a good week. If you have any suggestions, if you have like this, any suggestions that you want me to do, let me know. Leave them in the box. If there's any kind of eye look you want to do, I'm always looking for inspiration, and I want to keep you guys engaged. So just let me know, and that's it. I love you guys so much. Thank you. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you soon. Bye.